So March update. It's about 85 degrees in here, 70% humidity, which means at some point I'm gonna have to move the helium phora out of here just to keep them from getting overheated. But right now, a few hours of 85 should be fine for them. But in the summer, I'll definitely move them out. But things are definitely coming back to life, and new pitchers have opened, and it's been a pretty hopeful time here in the greenhouse. So get underway. Bromeliads, Bilbergia, Darth Vader, and Bikini Reducta back here. Pretty much the same as last time. Alyssa Petrana hiding under here. It's got another leaf with a good size tendril back there. Shit looks pretty promising. Nepenthes enormous right here. Opened up its first pitcher in a very long time. Pretty excited that it has more coming too. Looks like it's been a very fast grower, and that's been in the winter too. So I can only imagine how fast it will be in the summer. It's a new pitcher on Heterodoxa cross-ionaceae. Doing quite well. Has more mature pitchers coming up from different growth points now, so it's starting to spread and get bigger. And here's Heterodoxa cross minor coming back from last year. That accident I talked about. Here's Rock Kimplei. Unfortunately, the lighting in here is really bad right now. So that's the problem with spring and summer in this greenhouse. The lighting gets terrible. It's almost impossible to even make out what it looks like. But it's got a new pitcher coming on the way. New leaf coming. Here's Schusmatiensis with a big leaf jump. That new leaf, when it's fully unfurled, is going to be huge compared to the other ones. And those are some of the pictures on it. Hematic cross-rod Cantlei right here. New pitcher opening here. Lots of new pitchers opening right now. This is due for a repot pretty soon. Like I repotted my Lowii back over here. Schusmati I got a few years ago. There's a new pitcher on the way. There's Veitchii Lowii. Nice new pitcher there, and it's got a new pitcher coming back here. I don't feel like disturbing the tendril too much. Here's the opening Palawanensis pitcher right here. It's gonna be a good one. It's a lot bigger than the previous ones, and it looks like it's gonna hold a lot of digestive fluid. Just a gorgeous plant in general. Truncata Highland reddish leaves. Hasn't done much since I got it, but it does have a new pitcher coming. Specialata Aristocuides Lowii. Gonna hang this next to my Rod Cantlei hybrid, the Aristocuides crossed with Cabilis. It would look really good next to them. Bromeliads Veitchii mollis from Ostuba. Really gorgeous pitcher. Candy striped, but it looks a lot like mollis. Really good hybrid. A lot easier to care for than mollis in my experience. I haven't really had much success with that species. Here's my Edward Sienna. And my Veitchii Lowii Edward Sienna that I posted recently. I grow that more indoors. I might bring it out here pretty soon, but that's why it's not out here. But here's Puretti. Coming along. Got this from Henry back in December. Gonna open a new pitcher. Here's my Papua New Guinea. Very slow, but seems pretty healthy so far. Grandulifera Ephipiata has a new pitcher on the way. Gonna open probably in the next week. With the form pitcher here, had some imperfections in the peristome, but you know how this one looks. I've posted this one many times. There's Jambam back there. Doing pretty well. Probably gonna hang this next to a Nermis when I take out the lights and have my spring set up. Here's Raja Lowii Veitchii. As you can tell, I really like Lowii and Veitchii together. It's a great hybrid. It doesn't have any pitchers at the moment, but it is inflating one. And that pitcher on Bromeliads Veitchii is still holding pretty strong, and then it opened its newest one. Some really good flare here. On top of that, it's got some basil pitchers that are pretty cool too. Belly McFarlanei, or McFarlanei, however you say it. Looking healthy. Always been an easy grower. Very easy growing hybrid. Aristocuetes ventricosa. Gonna have to cut this back this year. Probably gonna sell a few cuttings, so be letting you guys know about that. Here's Kamiri, Densiflora from Kamiri. No pictures on it currently. Australian forest species Aquapon. Some mature pictures coming up. My Saracenoides cross burgundy black. Finally putting out some new growth for the first time since I've had it, which is pretty cool. Here's a Expendiculata, however you say it. Little tiny division, starting to put out a couple mature looking pictures though. Here's a Aristocuetes. Tiny but cute, and seems like it's growing pretty easy so far, aside from a little bit of pests, but we took care of that with some orthene. Here's Vici Abreviginae across Loya Vici Abreviginae, which really has been super slow. I got this like a year and a half ago, and it wasn't much smaller, so I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. Belii Aristocuetes, another cool Aristocuetes hybrid. There's Vicii, the Carnivero for 001. There's a new picture coming. Some Neoregalias for some ambience. Here's this is either Parva Ionaceae or Ionaceae Parva, not really sure. Here's a Star Bromeliad and my Myrmecodia tuberosa. She's grown a lot since I got it. It's really hot in here, I'm trying to sweat. Here's Nepenthes peltata, and that might be my first ever respectable Nepenthes peltata picture in a greenhouse of mine. It's looking pretty promising so far, because the other picture looked like that. And this one's already bigger, and it looks like it's gonna inflate like a normal picture. I'm very excited to finally have this, putting out some real pictures. Here's my other peltata, 4025, which is settling in, but I'm gonna put out a new leaf soon. And here's Specialata Jacqueliniae. Way better than my pure Jacqueliniae, which never looks that great and doesn't always have pictures. Aged picture here. And here's the Vicii Loei spectabilis. 2 growth points, basiling. Very nice plant. Here's the Monolina species Ecuador, and this lady slipper orchid, still in bloom. And some good looking new pictures on this Singulana, which I did a hybrid spotlight on recently, but just if you haven't seen that, here are the uppers. Specialata Diabolica, and this is really cool because the way this feels is it's like you can make this into a piece of clothing. Like, it's so soft and velvety. It feels really good. I've never had it. There's no other picture with this kind of texture in my greenhouse, but it makes these kind of reddish gold pictures nice and big and flared and squat. Lots of good qualities. Finally, a Truncata Titanic Tyrant coming back from the damage last year, making its first picture in a long time. Should complement my Highland reddish leaves pretty well. Here's Talangensis Vicii Boschiana. Very easy grower, always holds lots of pictures, and very understated beauty. Dark, a little bit shiny in the peristome. Here's Tate folliculata, starting to come back. Here's Gramigolensis. And here's a new addition. This is a Stylidium debile, I think. This is a trigger plant. It's like a proto-carnivorous plant. It's pretty cool. Look it up. Google it. Here's another lady slipper orchid about to bloom. This is here's the tag. It's a very beautiful flower when it does bloom. Myrmecodia platyteria, always growing easy. Never complains. Sometimes droops its leaves, but it's always been pretty healthy. And here is Elaphoglossum decoratum, really coming back to life. And here's my Ramispina, just absolutely exploding. I can't believe this used to be a struggle plant, because now it's such an easy grower. I don't know what we did with it, but I think it just likes a lot of care. not all plants do. Some plants are better left alone, but Ramaspina likes the attention. And here's Nepenthes naga, trying to get that new picture in frame. Right here. And yeah, my usual Splendiana mess. And here's the Veitchii. Same thing it's been pretty much. The new picture could be promising. So yeah, and here's my Rubcantlii, Ursulocurides prospectabilis. Massive pictures. Been feeding this one a lot with mealworms, so looking forward to seeing how that goes with the springtime sun and temperatures. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my March update.